Welcome, everyone. One of the most beautiful questions a Muslim parent can ask is, can I take my child to Hajj? Today, we are breaking down the A to Z of children performing Hajj. We will cover the official Saudi rules, the spiritual rewards, and a step-by-step guide on how the rituals are actually performed for both infants and older children. First, let us talk about the official rules. If you are planning to travel from outside of Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah currently sets the minimum age for international Hajj pilgrims at 12 years old. This rule is strictly for safety and crowd control, because the extreme heat and massive crowds can be very dangerous for little ones. However, Islamic law has clear rulings for children of all ages performing Hajj, which applies if you are a local resident or for future planning. So, what is the reward if a child performs Hajj? Is it even accepted? The answer is a beautiful yes. There is a famous hadith in Sahih Muslim where a woman lifted a baby up to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and asked, "Is there a Hajj for this child?" The Prophet replied, "Yes, and there is a reward for you." This means the child gets the spiritual blessing of a voluntary, or nafil, Hajj, and you, the parent, receive immense reward for guiding them. But remember this very important point. A Hajj performed before puberty does not fulfill the obligatory, or fard, Hajj. Once the child grows up and becomes financially capable, they will still need to perform their obligatory Hajj. Now, how does a child actually perform the rituals? Islamic scholars divide children into two categories: the non-discerning child, meaning an infant or toddler who doesn't understand the rituals, and the discerning child, usually around 7 years or older, who understands instructions and can maintain physical purity. Let us walk through the steps, starting with Ihram. For a baby or an infant, the parent makes the intention on their behalf. You simply say in your heart that you are entering your child into the state of Ihram. From that moment, the rules of Ihram apply to the baby. You will recite the talbiyah out loud for them. For an older, understanding child, they will make the intention themselves, with your permission, and they will recite the talbiyah themselves. Boys will wear the 2 white seamless cloths, and girls will wear regular modest clothing, keeping their faces uncovered. Next is the Tawaf, circling the Kaaba. For an infant, you will carry them in your arms, on your shoulders, or in a stroller if permitted. It is absolutely required for the parent carrying the child to have wudu. The baby does not need wudu, but you must ensure their diaper is completely clean, as bringing physical impurity into the haram is not allowed. If your child is older and can walk, they will walk beside you and perform the tawaf themselves, and they must be in a state of wudu. After tawaf comes the Sa'i, the walking between Safa and Marwa. The rule here is similar. An older child walks it, while an infant is carried or pushed in a wheelchair or stroller by the parent. Then we move to the core of Hajj, standing at Arafat and staying in Mina and Muzdalifah. Your child simply needs to be physically present with you in these locations. Even if your baby is fast asleep in your arms in the tents of Arafat, their requirement for standing at Arafat is perfectly fulfilled. When it comes to Rami, the stoning of the Jamarat, safety is the #1 priority. For a baby, toddler, or any child who might be in danger in the heavy crowds, the parent will throw the stones on the child's behalf. You will throw your own 7 stones first, and then throw 7 stones for your child. However, an older, capable child should throw the stones themselves if it is safe to do so. Finally, leaving the state of Ihram requires the cutting of hair. For young boys, shaving the head or trimming the hair is required, just like adults. For girls, you simply gather the hair and trim a tiny amount, about the length of a fingertip, from the ends. One last crucial reminder for parents. Once you place your infant in the state of Ihram, you must protect them from the forbidden acts of Ihram. You cannot cut their nails, cut their hair, apply scented baby lotions, or cover a boy's head with a hat. If a mistake happens out of forgetfulness, most scholars agree there is no penalty or animal sacrifice required for a child, but utmost care must be taken. Taking a child to Hajj requires immense patience, but the spiritual memories you build and the rewards written in your book of deeds are truly priceless. May Allah make the journey easy and accepted for you and your family.